Update time, y'alls! Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and it is update time. So this is going to be everything that I picked up in the month of May for 2016. So I grabbed some music this month. I also grabbed some VHS, collectible type stuff, and of course I got DVD and Blu-ray also. I'd said at the end of last month it wasn't going to be that big of an update. I didn't even realize that I grabbed this much stuff, to be honest, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, man. It's just start buying, and all of a sudden you got these huge stacks. So without further ado, let's get right into this because, you know, I don't want the video to go on too long. So Chars, everybody. Alrighty. First up here, I'm going to start with a couple CDs that I grabbed. First up here is John Carpenter's Lost Themes Volume 1. Now this is just fantastic, I have to say. It really is fantastic. When I first listened to this album, I had headphones on, and all I could think about was just the films that these scores should go to and stuff. And then upon reading, you know, further into it and stuff, and apparently that's what John Carpenter did when they designed the music for this. Oh man, so good, masterpiece. And of course, I grabbed Volume 2 also. I was going to grab these on vinyl, but I was like, I don't know. They were just really pricey, but whatever. Not as good as Volume 1, but still really good stuff. So I can't recommend these two enough. You need to go run out and grab these. I got these for super cheap too. I think they're only 12 bucks a piece or something. So yeah, grab these. Awesome stuff, you know. And I grabbed one vinyl record. I grabbed the Demons soundtrack, one of my favorite movies of all time here. Love the soundtrack. I've used the theme many times, many videos. But yeah, this is the limited edition green vinyl. If I can get this out of here, it's kind of sticking right here. But yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like right there. Yeah, fantastic. I don't know what it's limited to. It doesn't even say, or the green vinyl is limited to, but it doesn't really matter. I was just happy to get the soundtrack in general. Having the green vinyl was just a bonus, I guess, but really good stuff. Sounds awesome. So, and yeah, let's keep moving along here. That's it for just the music stuff. Got a couple VHSs to show off here. First up is one that I actually showed off in an unboxing from my man Rob from Georgia. He sent me over the Fright Night VHS, and I did watch this, man. It's just so nostalgic watching this on VHS. I've said many times this is the first film. I credit this film for getting me into horror films. I watched this back in 85, 86, whenever it came out on home media, and absolutely fell in love with it. So, but yeah, Fright Night. Grabbed the Exterminator, Anchor Bay, original Anchor Bay. Yeah, this was just such a random find. I mean, it was the only VHS I came across that day, and it was the Exterminator. I do have this on DVD and Blu-ray, but you know, it's one of my favorites. It's actually one of my most watched Blu-rays in my entire collection. I watch this movie all the time. I absolutely love it. So I had no choice. I had to grab this, but I mean, I guess I had a choice. You always have a choice, but anyways. And I finally got in Street Trash, the big box clamshell from Mega Films. I told this story on the podcast about how I pre-ordered this in 2015, I think in February, March of 2015. It was supposed to be released in August of 2015. It did get released, and I never got my copy, and I emailed the company, emailed a bunch of people. I never got one response, so I kind of forgot about it. I'm like, well, I got screwed on it. Fine. It is what it is. But then I was on the VHS horror trading group on Facebook there, and I seen someone post a picture of this that they just got, and someone commented, "Oh, I didn't even know those things existed because I heard a bunch of people got screwed or whatever." And I said, "Yeah, I ordered mine and I never got it." So anyways, long story short, the guy that runs Mega Films, he saw my post, he contacted me, and he actually sent me one because he found my order, and I guess they bypassed or something like that. I don't know. But I'm just glad to have this anyways because it's really fantastic. I love the art on this. And I'm going to open it up here because I really do like the clamshell too. It's really nice. So that's what the clamshell looks like right there. Pretty cool art on it. And then here's the tape, which is just plain black, which is totally cool with the yellow label and stuff. But yeah, really nice release, man. Did watch it, looks great. Looks great. And again, you know, it's kind of ironic actually because I picked up The Exterminator on VHS. The Exterminator and Street Trash are actually two of my most watched Blu-rays in my entire collection, and I picked them up on VHS. It's just so random that I would do that, but gotta do it though. Gotta do it. Ooh. And yeah, so anyways, moving along here. One collectible, and I picked this up because it is my favorite movie of all time. I did post a picture of this on my Instagram. And Dawn of the Dead lunch kit. I love my lunch kits. I only have 2 of them. I got my eye on 2 more, which I'll probably be getting shortly. But yeah, I love these things, man. They're so awesome. They're so nostalgic. I had a bunch of these when I was a kid. I had an A-Team one, which is really cool. I had a Ninja Turtles one, which is really cool. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead. I had to grab this. I saw it at the store that I shop at, and I was like, damn, because they had a bunch of other ones and stuff, and they always have like the same ones, and they never had this one before, and I don't know if they just got it in or something, but doesn't matter. I got it. Pretty fantastic stuff. So stoked to have this so I can display and then have to dust it a whole pile of times, right? Fucking rights. Anyways, guys, Chars again. So stay tuned here. We're gonna get right into the DVDs and the Blu-rays, of course. I think I got 35 DVDs and 19 Blu-rays, so not a bad haul this month. So anyways, guys, see you in a minute. Oh yeah, man, this beer is so good. Belgian Moon. Yeah, I think this is the exact same beer as Blue Moon that's from the US. It's just produced by Molson in Canada, but it's literally like the same can, and it tastes the same and everything. So I think this is just Canada's version of Blue Moon. So, but yeah, it tastes absolutely no different. So, oh, good stuff. Anyways, let's get right into this as part of the update here. I'm going to start off with these first 4 DVDs here. I imported from, of course, the UK, one of my favorite companies, and I never said, someone asked me if I was grabbing all these releases from this company. I said, no, I said, I'm just grabbing the ones that I don't own, because I own a lot of the releases on various other DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that. And I'm just grabbing the films that don't have releases over here and that I don't have in general. And anyways, first up here is Oasis of Fear, directed by Umberto Lenzi. This is a really sleazy, fun film. I really enjoyed this, man. I thought it was fantastic. Basically about this couple that starts selling pictures of, this guy starts selling pictures of his girlfriend naked and stuff, and they make a whole pile of money. They ultimately run out of money. They end up going to stay at this this one chick's house and stuff, and then all these sex games and weird things start happening and shit. It's a pretty cool film. I had a lot of fun with Oasis of Fear, so. Also known as Dirty Pictures is the alternate name for this. It does have a reverse R. I'm not going to take it out, but Oasis of Fear from Umberto Lenzi. Fantastic stuff. Really, really happy to get that one. Now, I know this has been released by Severn, which I'm probably going to grab Severn's DVD also, because I think it's a different cut. I don't think this movie's uncut. I think it just has different footage. I'm not sure about the whole story on this, but I'm going to grab Severance. It's just really expensive here. But anyways, Satan's Baby Doll. I thought it was fun, man. I really enjoyed it, man. Sleazy, kind of slow, but yeah, it's fun, man. Satan's Baby Doll. Can't go wrong with that. I don't know why I'm showing the backs on these, because they do have nudity, so whatever. I guess the front does too. But yeah, Satan's Baby Doll from Shameless, another great release. Next up here is one by Marzurio. I'm not even going to try that, because that's just a shame that I pronounce names like that. That's just awful. But The Designated Victim, here's one that I didn't have. It's like a crime thriller, and I love Italian crime thrillers. If you watch my channel regularly, you know I love Italian crime thrillers. So this one I still haven't watched it, haven't gotten around to it, but looking forward to it. And last up for the shameless stuff here is Umberto Lenzi's Almost Human, which I have not gotten around to watch. I actually popped this in. Again, this happens a lot. I got sidetracked, and so I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I believe this is another like real sleazy, ultra-violent, you know, Italian crime film. So I'm looking forward to that, man, because I'm a big Umberto Lenzi fan. So, and you know, he's dipped into all sorts of genres and subgenres and things like that. So, but yeah, Almost Human. Yeah, looking forward to that stuff right there. Moving along with the DVDs. Next up here from Unearthed Films. I was very happy to finally get a good price on this thing. It was selling for stupid money on Amazon.ca. It was selling for $51 for like ever. Dropped down to $25, and I was like, you know what? I'm grabbing this because it is the 3-disc version. And that's American Guinea Pig, Bouquet of Guts and Gore. Yeah. Starring Eat the Chosen One, of course, is in this one. Directed by Stephen Burrow, who runs Unearthed Films. Yeah, so this is I mean, everyone knows about this stuff, but yeah, really cool edition, man. 3 discs, which is I always like that, man. You know, it's got the soundtrack and bonus features and nice little booklet, good packaging and stuff. Did watch the film. It is literally 73 minutes of watching people get hacked up. I know a lot of people don't like this type of stuff. I thought it was done very well. She shot this on video. I believe they really did shoot this on video, and I think the effects were fantastic in this. Really, really good stuff. I think Marcus Koch worked on the effects. I don't think he was just an effects supervisor. I think he worked on them. I could be wrong. But, of course, Marcus Koch from 100 Tears and things like that. But the effects in this are just nasty, nasty. Not everyone's cup of tea. I wouldn't recommend this to everybody. It's very, very gory and kind of disturbing. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I thought it was fun. I can't wait to see Bloodshocks. So I heard really good things about that one. But, you know, I love the ending of this film. I just wish it had gone one step further. To be honest, I do. I'm so bad for that, but like, this was cool. I enjoyed it. Moving along here is very, very cool release by Shivers Entertainment. Now, Shivers Entertainment is a company from Victoria, BC, and that's my neck of the woods. Of course, I live in BC also. So they just started up this company. Shivers, obviously, probably named after David Cronenberg's film Shivers. I'm assuming, since David Cronenberg's Canadian. Correct me if I'm wrong, if someone knows or if they're watching me, whatever. But this is really cool. Anyways, a film called Massacre Up North. It's a shot-on-video film that came out in 2000. That was shot in 2001. Apparently lost for 15 years. They released it, and it's actually like a true story, I think. So, but yeah, very, very cool. I posted a picture of this on my Instagram too if you want to check it out. It comes with a poster in this gnarly red case and everything. The poster is just the cover art and stuff, but looking forward to checking this out. If you like your shot-on-video shit like I do, man, you know, you got to give it a shot, man, because yeah, Massacre Up North, just awesome Canadian slasher film. Yeah, can't wait to check that shit out. God, my fucking side is so itchy. Next up here from Artsploitation. They sent me this one over to review. I just need to check it out. I just got it in the mail like 2 days ago, and it is Fever. And I believe this is a French psychological thriller about 2 guys that start killing off some people, and they think they got away with it. And of course, somebody knows a little bit more, and they get involved and things like that just by reading the back. So that sounds really cool. I've heard good things about this. Honestly, Artsploitation put out so much good stuff, whether it be horror films or just kind of relatable, you know, psychological thrillers and other types of weird subgenres and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to checking out Fever. Looks awesome. Next up from Artsploitation here is a film called Bullet Collector. Now, this is a Russian film. I picked this up from my boy Jason on my Facebook page. He was selling it, so I grabbed it. I didn't own this one, so don't really know much about it, but Artsploitation, I'm always looking forward to these type of films, so yeah, gotta check that one out soon. And yeah, the next 7 films here, you'll see a pattern. You will see a pattern. And yeah, it's pretty damn obvious what the pattern is, but first up here is a film called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Of course, it's the original 1974 film. I did watch this. I'd never seen this film before. I know that's blasphemy, but I'd never seen this until recently. And I really enjoyed it, man. I thought it was fantastic. Now I can finally watch the remake, because I can never watch remakes before I watch the original for some weird reason. It's just a weird, quirky thing about me. But yeah, I've had the remake for a long, long time, and I needed to grab this one, but it just never went down in price. I got this thing for like $5. It was crazy, still sealed. So I don't know what happened with the price there, but I got a good deal, so couldn't pass it up. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Next up here is a film called Don't Panic. This is a Spanish film from 1988, I believe. It's like a slasher film. Or no, it's like a supernatural slasher film, actually. It's something to do with a guy who gets a Ouija board on his 17th birthday. And people start getting killed. And he's a prime suspect, but he says he's not doing it, things like that. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. It's an import from the UK, so it is region 2, I believe. Says uncut. I don't know if this Beyond Terror label. I don't know, the worst covers ever, but can't wait to check it out. Don't panic. Next up is a film called Don't Look Up. Reviewed this on Body Bags, and this movie is absolutely fucking atrocious. It's horrible. It's terrible. Don't watch this movie. It's bad. Apparently this is actually a remake of a Japanese film with the same name, done by Fruit Chan, who is a Korean director? I don't know. I'm probably fucking that all up. I said it in my review, but whatever. It's an American remake done by Fruit Chan, who is an Asian director of an Asian film. It's so strange. Anyways, really, really bad. Don't look up. And of course, if you're going to look up, don't look down. This one right here is Wes Craven Presents Don't Look Down. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know about this film. I honestly did not know anything about this film. I was looking for films, obviously with "don't" in the title, and I came across this. I had no idea, so I still need to watch this one, but don't look down. Next up here is one called Don't Let Him In, and I reviewed this one on Body Bags also. This is absolutely atrocious too. It's terrible in every means. Go check out those reviews. But yeah, so Don't Let Him In. So bad. Next up is a film called Don't Blink. Now this one right here is starring Brian Austin Green and Mina Survey, or whatever you want to say her name. This is still sealed. I have seen this before. I watched it on Netflix actually, but it's not very good. It's better than those last two films, which isn't really saying a whole lot because this one's not really the greatest either, but Don't Blink. Yeah, it is okay. It's okay. Next up is a film called Don't Look in the Cellar, and this one right here, I haven't actually yet to finish. I watched about half of it, and I actually fell asleep. It was really late at night, so I still need to finish it, but it was like a so bad it was good type film. I was kind of enjoying it for what it was. I could see where it was going, and I was hoping it was going to get super gory, so we'll check out the second half of it later, and I'll let you guys know. Don't Look in the Cellar, cool stuff. And last up for the Don't titles is a film called Don't Look Back. Now this is more of a French thriller, but the reason why I grabbed this film is because Monica Bellucci's in it, and I absolutely love her. I think she's just one of the most beautiful women ever. But I have heard good things. I heard it's actually pretty good, and if it's a thriller, psychological, whatever, that kind of borders a line of horror. But I may be cheating with this one, who knows. But anyways, guys, that is 7 Don't titles right there. You can see where I was going with that. Anyways, moving along with the DVDs. Heard this one is really, really bad. Couldn't pass it up for $2. I had to check it out because I'm a big fan of Western horror films. And every time one gets released, I usually try to go after it if I can get a good price. $2, not gonna let it sit on the shelf. Gallo Walkers, Wesley Snipes. Yeah, the black ass Wesley Snipes. Gotta pick it up. I did pick it up. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot though. Gallo Walkers. Next up is one that I was actually missing from a collection. This is, I think, one of the only Wes Craven films besides his non-horror stuff that I was missing, and that is Red Eye. I knew about this film, obviously, I just never picked it up, but $2, gonna grab that one. Got it used. Next up here from Midnight Release, and they was sent over for a review, which I will be posting a review for this pretty shortly, and it's called Evil Souls. Now, I've actually heard good things about this movie. I'm looking forward to checking this out, so Evil Souls, be on the lookout for a review for this one shortly, and also be on the lookout for a review for this film. This one's from Brain Damage, which is the other sister company of Midnight. They're the same thing, and it's called Arachnocide. Huge killer spider. You can't go wrong with that, can you? Yeah, you probably can. I have way too many spider films in my collection, but this one actually looks pretty cool. I hope it's done. I hope it's not CG. It'd be so cool if it was actually stop motion. I think that'd be pretty cool, but yeah, Arachnocide. Love the name. Next up is one I didn't really know much about, but I picked this up at the Shivers Entertainment store, and as soon as I was just reading about these kind of they had a lot of underground films on there and stuff like that, and it said anthology, and I was like, okay, sold right there. Exhumed, it's called. And this one, it's got 3 stories on it, and I think one's like an Asian one or something like that. I'm not really too sure what's going on here, but I think I'm going to review this film, and so I'll let you guys know how it is, but I love anthologies. Anything to do with anthologies, I usually just jump on because they're anthology films. From Dark Sky Films here, finally grabbed this one. Got this one for like $1.67 or something. It was like super cheap. And The Human Factor with George Kennedy. Of course, I know Necros ripped that image off right there before, but that's where he got it from. The Human Factor. Looking forward to checking this one out. Huge fan of anything. Well, I shouldn't say everything that Dark Sky puts out, but you know, this is one of their older releases, so it's pretty cool. But couldn't pass up for that price. This was a pretty cool find. I was going to order this Blu-ray actually just the other day from, 88 Films, a slasher collection, which I don't know why this film is part of the slasher collection, because it's not a slasher film. Really strange. But MGM's out of print release of Dead of Winter with Mary Steenburgen, however you want to pronounce her name. Yeah, this is a really cool film, man. I really enjoyed this stuff, man. About she plays a girl that she's like a struggling actress, and she takes this job where she goes to this house and it's not exactly what it appears to be. Let's just put it that way. Really cool film. I had a lot of fun with this. Again, don't know why this is part of the slasher collection. It's not a slasher film, but very cool to find for $2. Can't pass it up. Pre-ordered this one like 4 months ago. Finally got it in, and from Unearthed Films, and that is Sheepskin. Did watch this one, absolutely loved it. Thought it was a really cool take on the werewolf genre, which sometimes can be very, very hit and miss. I'm a big fan of werewolf films, so I was expecting big things from this, and I got big things. Probably not for everybody. I know a lot of people might not be able to appreciate this type of film, but I think it was really, really well done, and you can't beat that cover art, right? That thing is just fantastic. Look at that shit. Yeah, cool stuff. Here's a film I'd reviewed on the podcast, I think like a year ago or something like that. And it's called Barrio Tales. It is a anthology film, Spanish anthology film. I thought it was pretty good. There was one short in here. It's very, very memorable, having to do with the taco stand. I thought it was really cool. But overall, not a bad release. Barrio Tales, released by Phase 4 Films. A couple bucks, couldn't pass it up. I was happy to find this. As you know, I do collect old school Anchor Bays. If I don't have them, I grab them all the time. $2, why not? Blade in the Dark and Macabre. I didn't have this drive-in double feature. It's always cool when I find these and they still have the the inserts in them. I think that's such a fucking fantastic find. Really cool stuff. So Original Anchor Bay. I own both those films. I just grabbed it because it's Original Anchor Bay. And of course, this is actually very strange because I didn't have this DiviMax edition of this Anchor Bay release of Manhunter, the director's cut, which is kind of odd because I did grab it on Blu-ray. Little foreshadowing for the the update, but yeah, $2, whatever. It is what it is. Next up here is I believe this is a Spanish film. I want to say it is, or maybe I'm totally fucking lying. I think it is Spanish. I'm not sure. I think it is. And it's Left Bank. I've heard really good things about this one. Wanting to check this one out for a long time, and I finally picked it up, and I got this for dirt cheap again. So stoked to finally get this one. Can't wait to check it out. Another Spanish film I can mark off the list I finally got, and that is The Nameless. I know this has, I think, a Region 2 Blu-ray or something like that, but yeah, heard really good things about this one from a lot of people. Love my Spanish horror films, so The Nameless, looking forward to checking that one out. This one, didn't know anything about it. Had no idea. Came across it for $2. I only picked it up because it said imprint. I thought it was a different copy of Takashi Miike's imprint, but it's not. It's like this, kind of like this Indian folklore type deal. I don't really know what's going on with this one. I'm going to check this one out sometime and, see what it's all about. From Full Moon here, I grabbed Cemetery High. I watched like the first 15 minutes of this, and I literally had to turn it off because the audio was so bad in this. It was just pissing me off. Plus, I wasn't really in the mood for watching a horror comedy anyways, but the audio was so bad. But I will give this another shot. I generally never turn off films. Well, I always go back to them if I do turn it off for various reasons, but I always finish my movies. But yeah, the audio was really shit on this release, so thank you, Full Moon. Good job, Charlie Band. And next up here is Sharknado 3. This pisses me off because I have the first two on Blu-ray, and for some weird reason, there is no Canadian release on Blu-ray of Sharknado 3. What the fuck? That totally upsets the whole collection, right? I'll eventually get it on Blu-ray. I thought this was fun. I actually think I like this one more than the second one. There were some pretty funny moments in this, man. I think the Frankie Muniz death in this was so fucking funny. I was howling, man. It's so stupid. Can't wait to see part 4. I haven't seen the trailer yet. Heard there was sharks eating strippers in Vegas. Can't beat that, right? Maybe you can. Shitty shark movies. Couple non-horror things I picked up here on DVD. Grabbed the Captain America 1 and 2. These films came out in 1979. One of them has Christopher Lee in it. I was like, damn. I was in Walmart, walking by, wasn't even looking at the dump bin, but this thing was sitting right on top, kind of going, "Moods, buy me." And I was like, okay, whatever, fuck. So I grabbed it, and I was like, shit, man, $5 or whatever, $4 or whatever the fuck it was, $6. I think it was $6. And so I'm like, well, for 2 films, you know, I know they're terrible, but why not? I did not pay $5.95 for this actually, but this is the original Anchor Bay title that I was after. It's not a horror film, but it's called Thunderstruck. Yeah. If you've never heard of this film, definitely give this a shot. I haven't seen this one since it came out. When did it come out? Back in the early 2000s, I believe. Mid-2000s. Pretty cool stuff, but, you know, a couple bucks for it, so had to grab it. And last up for the DVDs is a film with Michael Dudikoff, and of course it is from Canon, so I had to grab it, and that is Chain of Command. This was fucking amazingly awesome. So bad it's good. I loved it. Michael Dudikoff is just, he cracks me up. It's so funny, man. I thought it was fun shit, so yeah. Canon Video. Never find Canon DVDs around here, and when I do, I snag them up all the time, but they're so hard to find. But yeah, that is going to do it for the DVD portion of the update. And as usual, I will see you guys in 1 second with the Blue Rizzles. Fuck, with the Blu-rays. Don't say Blue Rizzle, that's fucking stupid. Oh yeah, moving along here with the update, and we are moving along, man. I think I'm talking really fast. For some reason, I feel like I'm talking fast in this update, but yes, gotta refill the cup up here to do the Blu-rays, man. Yeah. Oh, look at that shit. Perfect. Perfect, and again, Chars. Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit, man. I ran for 35 minutes on the elliptical today, so I can have a couple beers. Yeah, anyways, Blu-rays up next. First up, Diary of a Deadbeat, the Jim Van Bebber story, Bieber, however you want to say it. I think it's Bebber. This is really, really good from Massacre Video. Absolutely love this. Thought it was fantastic. Just so insightful, man. Jim Van Bebber is such a cool guy, man. I just wish he had done more films. I wish his films would get re-released. All of his short films. I just wish we could get a nice box set of all of his stuff. Maybe one day in the future, but maybe Lewis from Massacre Video can do something about that. But I highly recommend this documentary. Really great stuff. Absolutely loved every minute of this. Good stuff. Next up here from Blue Underground is The Million Eyes of Sumura and the Girl from Rio. Picked this up from my boy Jason. I wasn't even going to grab this release until he asked me if I wanted it. I was like, yeah, I'll buy it off you. Because I just picked up The Girl from Rio on DVD last month. Really enjoyed that Jess Franco film. It's actually pretty good. I've never seen this one, so, you know, it crossed that one off the Blue Underground list. Pretty much have all the releases now with the exception of the latest couple ones. But that was pretty cool to get this for like $8. So, yeah, awesome stuff. Need to check out that film. And I still need to watch this, man. I've been dying to watch this. I just want to watch this at the right moment. But Mondo Macabro's release of Symptoms. This is the limited edition one. If anyone cares, I got number 387 out of 1,000. I don't care. It would have been super cool to get 1,000 out of 1,000. Now, I always want the higher number because everyone's like, where's that lower number? I want that lower. Fuck the lower number. Get the higher one. 616 would have been cool. But anyways, this is a Belgian film from the early 70s that apparently was like super lost or something like that. So looking forward to checking this out. Heard it's really good. Can't wait to check it out. I know everyone was tripping balls about these cases, the PlayStation 3 cases, as you can see in the top. And of course, the bonuses came in a sleeve. Honestly, it doesn't bug me one bit. I don't really care. I just wanted the extra features, so I don't really care what the case looks like or anything. So, but yeah, cool stuff. Next up here is a very rare item for me, actually. I don't buy steelbooks very often. And honestly, the only way you could get this film was on Steelbook in Canada for some weird reason. I'm sure we'll get like a general Amaray case release or something like that later on. But yeah, The Witch. Super awesome. Love the steelbook. I love how it has, you know, this art on it. And of course it has this on the back too, which is really cool. I watched The Witch and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really, really well done. I thought the cinematography was fantastic in it. I thought the acting was great. I love slow burn films, so that doesn't really bother me one bit. The isolation was captured so well. The atmosphere was beautiful in it. It was great, man. It was really great. It's very, very simple storyline that kind of turns pretty fucking crazy, turns into very psychological, and things kind of get amped up with the family, and I like this, man. I thought it was really, really well done. I probably could have done without one of the very last shots in the film. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything, but I felt, it maybe it's a little out of place, but it is what it is. Great, great film. If I rate this one, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. Or 9.5 out of 10. I mean, I really enjoyed this film. One of the better films I've seen in a long time. Modern films. So, The Witch. Next up here from Umbrella Entertainment out of Australia, we have the Night of the Living Dead Tom Savini Blu-ray, and of course it comes with George A. Romero's. Awesome release, man. Really, really cool stuff. Love this, where you can just kind of, flip the case. You got both covers. Double disc edition, both on Blu-ray, and of course it's got reversible art on the underneath too. This is fantastic. I haven't watched the remake yet. I did watch the original one on Blu-ray, and it looked really, really damn good. Like, the transfer was super good. I was just blown away at how good it looked. I was like, that's crazy. So yeah. But yeah, Night of the Living Dead. Awesome, awesome release from Umbrella Entertainment. Next up here is a film I've been wanting to check out for a long time. Francis Ford Coppola. Grabbed it for a couple bucks. Yeah, Twix. Twix, is that how you sell it? Twix. Yeah, like the candy? No, I don't know. Val Kilmer, Bruce Dern's in this one, Ellie Fanning. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. Gotta give it a shot. Next couple, I actually picked up these from Jason too. He was selling these things and I grabbed them because I didn't have these Snaps releases, and they were like two of the only Blu-rays I didn't own. So, Triumph of the Will. I've heard nothing but good things about this. I've heard it's just fantastic. Can't wait to check this out. Really, really looking forward to that. I love these type war documentary type style propaganda films and things. I don't know, I'm just a big fan of them. And speaking of that, we got Stalingrad here. This shit runs about 165 minutes. Yeah, heard this is really fantastic too. I was gonna grab these on DVD years ago, and I never did. And the Blu-rays came out, and I ended up getting them for both the Blu-rays for cheaper, and I could have got one of the DVDs for. So, yeah, can't beat it. Stalingrad. Did I say Stalingrad or Stalingrad? Stalingrad. Whatever. Next up, we've got next few from Screen Factory here. You'll Like My Mother, a thriller. You'll Like My Mother. I thought this was really good, man. I just love this movie, man. Patty Duke is fantastic in this film. Her husband gets killed. She travels to go see her husband's mother, where the mother won't let her leave the house after, and she's pregnant with his unborn child and stuff like that. Very, very cool film. Really enjoyed this. Great release by Screen Factory. These are the type of films that I'm looking for to get released. So we don't need, all these other modern fucking films that have tons of Blu-ray releases. These ones are the best ones. Speaking of films like that, we've got I Saw What You Did with Joan Crawford. This was really good too. I really enjoyed this one. I love these type of films, man. They're just, man, when they're making the prank calls in this movie, and they're being so kiddish about it, and it's just so 60s-ish and kind of outdated with the jokes and stuff, but so much fun because it captures that time so well. Like, that's so funny, and you're like, that's not funny. That's not funny in 2016, but this is really good, man. I had a blast with this. Good film. Next up from Screen Factory, just got this in the other day, and that's Dementia. I haven't really heard anybody talk about this movie yet, so if you can see that. So, yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. Yeah, of course. Next up here, another Screen Factory from IFC, The Hollow, which I did watch, and I loved this movie. I thought it was really, really good. Again, these outdoor atmospheric kind of creature feature type, whatever, whole pile of certain things involved in there. Awesome, awesome stuff. I believe this is an Irish film, I think. Or maybe it's, I'm probably fucking up again. But anyways, good stuff. Good stuff. I love The Hollow. Great stuff. And speaking of Manhunter, because I mentioned it before, here's the Blu-ray. I have yet to actually pop this in yet. Just haven't had a chance. I've seen Manhunter many times, but I'm looking forward to checking out the transfer on it, the original cover art, which I always found to be so strange looking. It just looks so strange. I'm actually not overly a big fan of this cover art. Not gonna lie. But that's gonna do it for Screen Factors. I'm actually missing, shit man, a few that I ordered, from last month's pile of releases that they had. The shark one and another one. Just haven't got them yet, man, because you know what? My Amazon sucks dick. They never send me shit. That beer is so good. All right, moving along. Finally got the gift. You know, I couldn't pass up. It was $9.99 on Prime. And I'm like, why not? Heard really good things, and I really enjoyed it, man. I thought that Jason Bateman did a great job in this film. I love the guy, the villain dude in this film, Joel Egerton or whatever, or that guy. I think he's fucking awesome in this movie. But this movie's cool, man. It's got some really cool twists in it and stuff, and just really well acted, and it's executed pretty cool. I liked it, man. The Gift, good stuff. Got a couple non-horror titles here. I picked up Star Wars The Force Awakens. Haven't watched this yet. Believe it or not, I never watched it in theater. But it was funny because I picked up my buddy's shop like right after it came out, and it was like, it still had the price tag on it, $24.99. $5 he gave it to me for. So that was a fucking score. I couldn't believe it. I was like, $5. But I love this, man. These black cases. They come in black cases. I really did want to grab the Steelbook since I have the other 6 movies on Steelbook. But again, I'm not even a big Steelbook collector. But if I'm going to start something, I want to finish it. Missed out on the Steelbook because my Best Buy sucks. Yeah. And grabbed Straight Outta Compton finally. Saw this in the theater. Haven't watched the Blu-ray yet, so I haven't seen the unrated version. But I love this movie. One of my favorite non-horror films of last year. I just love this, man. I knew there was nothing in this film that was new to me because I'm a really big hip-hop fan. And I grew up with NWA, and I knew all the story. I always kept up on everything, and but it was just so cool to see them get everything so accurate in this. To a point, there's certain things that were kind of shortened. You know, I'll just put it that way. But this was really well acted. I thought Ice Cube's son did a great job in this film. Actually, everybody was great in this film. It was just really fantastic. Paul Giamatti was fantastic also. Just really good stuff. Yeah. Straight Outta Compton. Last 3 here. We got one from 88 Films here, and Blast Fighter. Finally got this Lamberto Bava film. This is amazing. This is one of the best action films from this time period I've seen in such a long time, man. It's so good. It even says Lamberto Bava's best film from Quentin Tarantino. I'm not going to say it's his best film. I'm probably going to say that Demons is. But this is, nonetheless, super fun. Super, super fun stuff. Check out Blast Fighter. The cover art that you probably see, you know, it's part of the Italian collection. I will show it because that's what you'll see when you go to buy it. If you want to buy it. This Italian collection is Region 2, so you will need or Region B. So you will need a all-region player. With the 88 Films here, we got Emmanuel and the Last Cannibals. Again, yeah, really, really good stuff. Of course, there's boobs on there. Again, I will show you what the cover art looks like right there if you want to purchase this. But I love my Emmanuel films. And this one was good. It was fun. Really, really fun stuff. So, yeah, awesome. And last up for the Blu-rays is the special edition of Bloodbath. Yeah, continue my streak with at least an arrow in every update recently. Because I didn't get my Killer Dame set. Didn't get my Killer Dame set in yet. But I did get this actually today, which was nice. So, looking forward to checking out all 4 versions of Bloodbath. I have only seen one version before the Bloodbath version, but there's like Portrait and Terror, Track of the Vampire, and I think there's another one too or something like that. But yeah, this looks really awesome. I'm sure everyone's seen this unboxing, but I really do like the original cover. I will show that. It's fantastic. Of course, it comes with a poster with both cover arts on there and this awesome booklet with this great artwork. I love the artwork on that too. It's really good. Really good stuff. So I can't wait to dip into this. It's funny, man. The couple updates or reviews that I've heard on Bloodbath have been really, really bad. So I don't know why people are shitting on this release because 4 different versions. I think that's pretty damn cool. But yeah, I dig Bloodbath. I think it's fucking great. So, anyways, that is gonna do it for the update. I think I did this actually relatively quick. Maybe it's 40 minutes. I don't even know because I always have to stop it. But anyways, guys. That is going to do it. I'll see you next month. And as always, man, peace.